And let's stay with the theme of schools, and several of them across the country are embroiled in racism allegations as some pupils return to class. Two of Cape Town's most prestigious private schools are among them. Pupils at Bishop's College and Herschel Girls High took a stand against racism on social media. They also held protests at the school. My colleague Monique Mortlock joins us from Herschel Girls High School. Perhaps let's start with some of the testimonials, Monique, from those who spoke out.
Yes, so from what we gathered on social media, and there's a specific page that's been created specifically for learners or former pupils, current pupils, to share their stories, and I read several in which black girls and girls of color saying how they've been victimized at these institutions, one of them being Herschel's. And what happened at Herschel's on social media over the last couple of days is on Tuesday, the school posted a black square on Instagram with the hashtag Blackout Tuesday in solidarity with the Black Lives Matter movement and what we've been seeing happening around the world in support of that stand against racism and police brutality. Then there were numerous messages posted and comments posted on this page in which former pupils and current pupils called out the school, saying that they were being disingenuous and they were being hypocritical because these learners had experienced instances of racism, not only from fellow pupils but also allegedly from teachers, from those in management. And this led the school to issuing a statement shortly after that, apologizing for any hurt that pupils, current pupils, former pupils may have experienced at the school, and also saying that there is a strategy that the school is working on to ensure that everyone feels that they belong at the school. And they then invited pupils to take part in the strategy, to take part in this conversation. A bit earlier, we managed to speak to some of the matric pupils at the school, one being the prefect in charge of the diversity portfolio, and they said although the school has over the last 3 years specifically taken great strides in trying to get more voices being heard, to be more inclusive, be transformative. They say that it's been slow in its progress, that not enough has happened on the ground when it comes to making the school an inclusive space. And also, as you mentioned, at Bishop's College, we were there a bit earlier this morning. We also spoke to a matric pupil who took part in a peaceful protest at the school on Friday, in which matric pupils called on management to address their demands. They had a list, a memorandum of various demands calling on management to address what they perceive as being inequalities and discriminatory policies at the school. One of them being calling on management to allow the children of ground staff, of cleaning staff, to have the same opportunities as that of teachers, so that these learners can also be afforded the opportunity to attend this private institution.
And when it comes to Bishop's College as well as Herschel Girls, where you are in terms of learning getting underway, what was that like?
It seems as if, besides the incidents that we've seen with the protests at Bishop's on Friday and these different conversations happening between management and the pupils in question, that learning has been relatively uninterrupted. Learning is still going ahead. The matriculants are still ready to learn. They still want to sit with their books. They have been at school since last week. As you know, in the Western Cape, many or most schools opened on that 1st of June, despite that instruction from Basic Education Minister Angie Motshekga. So for the last week, learners at the different schools in the Western Cape have continued with their learning.
Monique Mortlock in Cape Town for us. Thank you very much for that update.